उनके लिए व्हाट्सएप, कॉलिंग, मैसेजिंग, थोड़ा यूट्यूब देख लिया, राइट, फैमिली ग्रुप्स पे वीडियोस देख लिए, उतना ही रहता है। और द यंगस्टर्स ऑफ टुडे, जो आज के यंगस्टर्स हैं, दे आर एक्चुअली यूजिंग देयर स्मार्टफोन फॉर थिंग्स व्हिच आर मच बिगर। कोई कहता है आई वांट टू बिकम एन ई स्पोर्ट्स प्लेयर, तो वो अपने फोन को यूज करता है टू फुलफिल हिज ड्रीम ऑफ बिकमिंग ई स्पोर्ट्स प्लेयर। कोई कहता है आई वांट टू बिकम अ यूट्यूबर, तो वो वीडियोस बना रहा है। somebody wants to become a photographer, तो वो फोटोग्राफी कर रहा है। somebody wants to pursue higher studies, तो वो उस तरह के कोर्सेज ऑनलाइन सीख रहा है। You are agreeing to disagree? Right? तो आजकल के जो स्मार्टफोन यूजर्स हैं, especially the youngsters, they are really thinking about bigger things, and to achieve these bigger things, they are using their smartphone to achieve these bigger things. Which जब हमने सबसे पूछा कि क्यों कर रहे हो, they said this is my quest, this is my dream, this is my quest, and I want to achieve my quest. और वो कुछ भी हो सकता है, whatever I want to, whether it is academic life, professional life, personal life. If there is a quest, I know their smartphone can help me achieve that. So this was the background of, we said, okay, I quest on and on. और हमारा जो youth है, the youth of today, they are also questing. So this is the background. फिर हमने कहा अच्छा अगर ये है, तो can we study and can we find out more about this? So when we wanted to find out more, हमने इस report को बनाया, and we call this report the Quest report by IQ. तो अगर आप देखेंगे इस report में हमने टोटल नॉट जस्ट इंडिया बट हमने 7 कंट्रीज के यूजर्स के यूथ का सर्वे किया। 7 कंट्रीज, 6,700 किड्स इन द एज ग्रुप ऑफ 20 to 24। ये 6,700 लोग कौन हैं? ये वो लोग हैं who are in the age group of 20 to 24, living in countries like India, Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, अमेरिका, यूके एंड ब्राजील। तो इन 7 कंट्रीज का जब हमने सर्वे किया, वी फाउंड आउट दैट हाउ द इंडियन यूथ आर वेरी डिफरेंट इन सम केसेस वर्सेस द ग्लोबल यूथ। तो आज हम आपको ऐसे ही कुछ इनसाइट्स दिखाएंगे दैट हाउ आर द इंडियन यूथ थिंकिंग टुडे। यू अंडरस्टैंड? हाउ आर दे थिंकिंग टुडे, हाउ आर दे परस्यूइंग देयर ड्रीम्स। एंड नॉट जस्ट दिस, we also have a special cut for West Bengal. तो आप ये भी देखेंगे that how the youth of West Bengal are thinking very differently from even India. So it's not just that Indian youth versus global youth, but we also want to show you West Bengal youth versus the rest of India youth. Right? So this is what we want to show you today. Or we also have a special film which we will like to show it to you. It is not yet released in public, but we only want to show it to media right now. Hence, we want to show it to you guys. So that is my introduction. I now want to invite Sudarshan, who and his team have worked on this report, and they will share more information with you. Thank you so much.
And what are some key takeaways for us, and as a brand, why we are committed to this spirit of iQuest on and on. So IQ as a brand, it's an acronym. IQ stands for iQuest on and on. ये हमारा ब्रांड फिलॉसफी भी है, ये ब्रांड स्पिरिट जिसमें हम है कि as Nikunj mentioned, जो youth have big dreams and they want to pursue them. They keep working hard to achieve their aspirations, and that is the story of iQuest on and on, and that is how our brand was envisioned and the brand name was given as well, IQ, from iQuest on and on. And story of youth, I think, undoubtedly very strong, and more so in our country too. In India, में आप देखोगे, we are among the youngest country among all G20 countries. Among all major economies, India is the youngest. Youth population, a youth bunch, जब हम न्यूज़ में देखते रहते हैं, is what is driving growth also. Right? 1 in 5 among the young population globally in India. Startup ecosystem is also thriving in the country. Like we are the third biggest startup ecosystem in the world, also helped by this youth. With this, we wanted to understand what is this youth mindset. Alignment, आप जो कर रहे हो उसका भी उससे कनेक्ट है कि नहीं. थर्ड, आपका मोटिवेशन क्या है. आपका कितना मोटिवेटेड हो आपको अचीव करने के लिए. फिर एक्शंस क्या ले रहे हो आप. एक सोच लिया सपना और उसको अचीव करने के लिए कितना एक्शंस ले रहे हो. एंड फाइनली आपका ग्रोथ और वैल्यूज क्या है, रुकावट क्या है. तो एक जब हम इसमें कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं इंडिया वर्सेस अदर कंट्रीज, इंडिया बाय फार अहेड है एटलीस्ट यूथ के क्वेश्चन में. पर एक पॉइंट में सिर्फ कमी आती है जो मैं ये पांचों पॉइंट आपको बताऊंगा और जो हम लोग के लिए लगता है कि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. इस बार इंडियन यूथ के पास बिग ड्रीम्स है, वो लोग एक्शन बहुत लेते हैं, हम हाईएस्ट मोटिवेटेड है. बट वन प्लेस वेयर इंडियन यूथ कैन स्टिल वांट इंप्रूवमेंट इज जहां उनको रुकावट आती है उनके जर्नी में, उनको अपने सपने अचीव करने में जो रोड ब्लॉक्स आते हैं. और वो एक है जो हमें आई थिंक वन प्लेस वेयर इंडिया लैग्स अदर कंट्रीज. अदरवाइज क्वेस्ट इंडेक्स जब देखोगे इज हाईएस्ट जब यूथ अपना सपना पूरा करने की कोशिश करते हैं. बट जो रुकावट है दैट इज ओनली वन रोड ब्लॉक व्हिच इज कमिंग. एंड इफ वी आर एबल टू एड्रेस दैट आई थिंक देन their full potential is unleashed. तो ये क्वेस्ट इंडेक्स का अगर देखें जैसे इंडिया का हाई परफॉर्मेंस हम देख रहे हैं तो वी क्विकली लुक एट ईच ऑफ द पैरामीटर्स एंड निकुल और एज निकुल मेंशन हमने इवन वेस्ट बंगाल का कट लिया है कंपेयर टू रेस्ट ऑफ इंडिया. फर्स्ट ये देखना था कि अच्छा जब क्वेस्ट बोलते हैं कि ये थे जैसे 94% ऑफ इंडियन और ये सर्वे हमने जब यूथ बोलते हैं वी मेजर फॉर 20 to 24 ईयर ओल्ड पॉपुलेशन. 94% ऑफ द यूथ पॉपुलेशन नोस कि उनको क्या करना है, बड़े सपने हैं. ग्लोबली इट इज अराउंड 80% एवरेज. सो दैट इज अ स्टार्क डिफरेंस एंड दैट इज आई मीन एकदम गंगो है, फुल ऑफ एनर्जी. अच्छा उनको पता है क्या करना है, बड़े सपने क्या है उनको जो अचीव करना है, which is one point which we found where India significantly leads other countries. और किस चीज में सपना है, किस चीज में इनको अचीव करना है, something in doing. और to grow in reputed organizations came second at 19-20%. So this we see is a generational shift for youth. It is survey across most states in India, nearly 12-14 states in large states in India. So if we see West Bengal, 3 times the higher proportion of youth want to do something in performing arts or pursue scientific field, which is much higher than the national average, 3 to 3.5 times, which was a very strong insight which came out for us. फिर सेकंड हम देखो कि इनका बड़ा सपना है क्या करने में एंड दे हैव आल्सो थॉट ऑफ कि इसमें बाहर की दुनिया से नहीं है कि अच्छा कम्युनिटी से कोई बोलते हैं, सोसाइटी से कोई बोलते हैं कि ये करो. इट इज इंटरनल पैशन कि अच्छा मुझे ये चीज अचीव करनी है, जो इंटरनल ड्राइव है व्हिच इज हाईएस्ट. नियरली हाफ ऑफ देम सेड कि इंटरनल पैशन और पर्सनल ड्राइव या पर्सनल ज़ील जो है उससे they want to pursue the big dream, which is what is keeping them on the go. And also motivation comes with happiness for them. And ऐसा जो भी they are pursuing their quest, so in the pursuit of their quest, happiness plays a very important role. It is not just hard work and toil, that and sweat. They also want to enjoy the journey. जो इनका aspiration और big dreams है, which they want to pursue. They want to enjoy the process of that and have fun in the work that they are doing. So first we looked at अच्छा उनका बड़े सपने हैं, उनका clarity है thought में, motivation क्या है, and why we saw अच्छा Indian youth are having the highest proportion of belief, they are among the most motivated people, but are they putting in the efforts also? And this is where we see that one very stark number came out, जो है कि हम बोलते हैं हस्टर्स, इन जनरल जेंजी को जो टर्म हम हमेशा देखते हैं जैसे इंस्टाग्राम ट्विटर पे लोगों को सब हस्टर बोलते हैं कि ये लोग बहुत चीजें करते हैं अपने सपने पूरे करने के लिए बहुत एफर्ट डालते हैं। तो ये हस्टर का क्या है, तो हमने उसके लिए अगर एक नंबर असाइन करना तो देखा कि कितना इनिशिएटिव्स और स्टेप्स लेते हैं लोग अपने सपने पूरे करने के लिए। जैसे किसी को परफॉर्मिंग आर्ट्स में कुछ करना है, क्या क्या करते हैं पूरा करने के लिए। It is twice the number of global. जब हम initiatives या steps बोलते हैं, can be anything. मान लो studies is one, कुछ online courses is one, internships is one, or taking some job or training is one. For example, multiple things are there for you to achieve your dream. Indians in general take twice the number of steps which is taken globally. So India में roughly 3 to 4 steps लेते हैं, मान लो apart from education 2-3 more things. Globally it is just around 2. And the story gets even more interesting जब हम West Bengal का देखते हैं. Not just that India is twice of global average, West Bengal is twice of India. So youth in West Bengal are roughly 4 times as much activities they are doing to pursue. जब हम देखते थे उनका सपना था इधर performing arts, scientific field, apart from say growing in reputed organizations. In those they take double the steps. Nearly 6 to 7 steps are taken by youth here compared to 3 to 4 in India, and globally it is around 2 steps. और ये स्टेप्स में से हाईएस्ट क्या है इंडियन यूथ के लिए? आई थिंक एजुकेशन कम्स आउट कल्चरली फॉर अस एज वेल. फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट हायर एजुकेशन इज सीन एज द बिगेस्ट springboard or launch pad for you to meet your dreams, and other activities add on to it. And coming to the last one, so far story was very good, right, for Indian youth कि वो लोग बड़े सपने देखते हैं, उनको पता है क्या करना है, they are among the most motivated, they are among the most effort driven to achieve. But what, like I mentioned, is where is lacking, and which is where this report also opened our minds, is for them how is it, what is it, the barriers that they face, right? And barriers which they face, I think, in India is where much higher than globally. While everywhere else the youth are ahead, the efforts they put in their internal drive, in the big dreams that they have, one place where they get left behind is societal barriers which they face, and that is something which is pulling them down slightly. If not, we could have had say a question index of 10, or they would have done, I think, much better. So if you look, societal pressure in India to stop doing their things, right? 2 out of 3, nearly 2/3 of the youth today face societal pressure against pursuing their dream. Globally, it is just 40%. Lack of opportunities, financial constraints everywhere for youth. Everywhere for youth, the barriers to their growth is much more than what is seen globally. So while our youth are motivated, they are much more passionate, and they are putting much more effort. If these barriers were to come down, I think that their potential is unlocked. They are able to do much more in the country. And while barriers for youth in general is much higher globally, for women in India is even more. they face, when we asked them twice, the women said that they face much more barrier than men. And this is one place where we think that West Bengal is doing far better than the rest of the country. And if one number you have to notice is this, I think. Why we said 2/3 of the youth in India face barriers, in West Bengal it is just 1 of 2. Not that it is better than what is globally, but in India at least West Bengal is among the leading states where youth do not face as much barriers to their growth as societal pressure to their growth as seen in other states. And how do they overcome this is again mentorship and education are two things youth said they will attempt to overcome barrier, and this is where for us also, all of us, is how can we provide the right opportunities and the right mentorship to youth so that they overcome these barriers and succeed is what is our key understanding of this entire youth result. If the youth have to question, and that is what will drive the country forward, how do we support them by providing mentorship? How do we support them by providing, say, new opportunities? Is in pursuing that question, will adopt them, is what for us also as a key takeaway to work on. And then we also looked at what are some new trends which are visible in the youth. Right? So, just a show of hands, if I can ask, how many of you all know of youth taking gap year? या आप में से कितने लोगों को पता है कि आपके जाने पहचाने सर्कल में या फ्रेंड्स फैमिली में कोई यूथ है जो गैप ईयर ले रहे हैं? कोई है? So, but gap year जब हम यूथ के पास जाते हैं, came out as one of the key trends for them to achieve their quest. जब हम ये 20 to 24 year old यूथ के पास गए, nearly 70% of them told that a gap year helps them achieve their dream. For them to meet their what expectation and aspiration जो भी है, nearly more than 2/3 of them said कि अच्छा ये gap year अगर हम लेंगे तो हमारे लिए फायदेमंद होगा. But out of 2/3, only 40% have taken or are taking a gap year in India today, and it is either for education or for their new venture or any new age career they want to pursue. 40%, 70% बोलते हैं कि लेना चाहते हैं, फायदेमंद है, but 40% ले रहे हैं. And why? Again, same thing, we see that support for them to take is much lower, gap year much lower than what it is globally. While they feel it is more important, it will help them